All right, can you guys hear me? Hello, I'm having some difficulties here. I'm having some problems with the streaming software. I think I got it figured out. I don't know what I did, but I screwed something up majorly. All right, so now I got to figure out, am I loud enough? No, I'm not. Let me turn myself up a little bit. So check 1 2, check 1 2. Hello, check 1 2. Hello, check 1 2. I don't know. I don't think I'm quite loud enough, but all right, so what's up, everybody? I should be at a pretty good spot here. Let me just crank myself up slightly. I apologize, everybody. Somehow I totally screwed up the streaming software. I don't know how I did it. I'm gonna have to reset this whole thing later, so. All right, are we there? Check 1 2. Check 1 2, check 1 2. All right, that should be pretty good right there. I do think. All right, so I think we're at proper volume right now. Okay, check 1 2. There we go. I think we are up and running. Perfect. So how is everyone doing today? Let me turn down the music just a little bit. That should be pretty good right there. So we are doing a War Robots Q&A today. Let me turn this thing off. And hopefully, oh, my camera's messed up. Hold on. Now I gotta fix the camera. There we go. That should be a little bit better. Problems. Problems today. Today is one of those days where everything is horrible. The camera keeps turning. Something has come loose. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. One of those days today. There we go. Alpha, what's going on? Mohammed, Brandon, nice to see you guys. Hackerman. GS. Kusa, Mitos. Blue Dragon. Hillbilly. We got K-Fed. Iceman, hello. Daniel, what's going on? Thanks for coming on, everybody. I appreciate you guys big time. Thank you for being here. You guys are awesome. I just got to double check everything here really quick. All right, that is set for something. I think we're good to go. So if you guys got some game questions, feel free to ask. All you got to do is be like, hey, Danny, what's this or what's that? And maybe, just maybe I'll have some sort of a crazy answer for you. Can't guarantee it, but I might. I might. Okay, perfect. That says default communication device. My computer's audio settings got completely messed up. I don't know how, but somehow I erased the whole PC audio settings. Legend says, do more Ducks giveaways. All right, so anytime there's a giveaway, it's arranged by Pixonic, who makes the game. I can't give away Ducks anytime I want to. For example, they gave me, I think, 40 of them to give out, and they're all gone, so there are no more to give out. Brandon, yes, I have tried push mode. It's actually really fun when you're playing as a squad. But when I go in there as a solo player, I don't think anybody knows how to play it yet, and my team loses every time. They always put me onto the crap team. They're like, oh, there's Danny Lightning. Let's put him on the terrible team and make him lose. Ha 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 ha. And I go, no, but I don't want to lose. You know what I mean? That's the kind of bad luck I seem to have there. That's That's what they keep doing to me, and I don't appreciate it one bit. Hey Nell, how you doing today? Legend says, I don't have yet ducks. Well, my guess is pretty soon they'll downgrade it anyway. You can't find any working gift codes. Generally, I mean, if there are any gift codes, generally they're either time limited or only good for so many uses. I'm not sure what you're trying to find working gift codes for. Kagos, I can't read your name there. Flange. Kgotso. Cogsto Flange? Cogsto Flange? I don't know. Alright, so is Webby Drone worth the upgrade? I think the Webby's really good on some, and I repeat, on some, but not all, robots, right? Webby's pretty cool, but there's very few robots I would actually run it in. I think it's good on the ducks, but besides that, I'm not so sure that I really care for it on most robots. I've played it on several robots and it's nice, but honestly, that's the most I can give it is it's nice. I don't absolutely love it or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty decent, but I would rather run a Pascal or a Hiroko or that other thing that's really good that I can't remember the name of right now. But yeah, I don't know. It's just not really my thing. Just not my thing. How can we participate from Master to Champion League? Do you mean how do you move up? Are you trying to figure out how to move up in the leagues? Is that what you're doing? I mean, bottom line is you just have to play. Like every time you play a game, you either earn trophies if you do well, or you lose trophies if you don't do well. So you just have to do well in games and earn trophies until you get up to champion. Hopefully that answers your question there, but that's the basics of it. It's really just about doing good in games and, yeah, leveling up. Alright, so my thoughts on the Eiffel Titan. So I put in the Eiffel Titan recently. I played it and I just can't get into it. I'm having a really hard time doing well with the Eiffel, unfortunately. It's not working well for me. It's a lot of fun, but the problem is it dies very quickly. I think if you're going to play an Eiffel, you need to stay in the back somewhere. You want to have really long-range weapons and don't let anybody get close to you because it currently feels really squishy. It's not something I would currently want to build or put in my hangar, but if you need to play it, I would definitely look at something maybe like the lantern type of weapons that blind you. The bendy bullets are okay. They're not the greatest thing anymore, but they will work. What else? What else? Trying to think here. Why is that my default device? That's not... Something's still set up wrong here on my computer. I'm sorry. I think this one here is supposed to be default. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Like I said, I completely messed up. I completely messed up my entire setup here. I don't know how, but I messed something up pretty bad. I don't know why that's set for that. It's changing it again. No, that's not what I told you to do. Hold on, I'm having problems here. This is ridiculous. 1 second, everybody. System output. I think that's what I want. Maybe. That's crazy. I'll have to figure this out later. I think it's working okay, but... Alright, so the main reason I don't do hangar reviews is everybody would like them. It might take 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes per review. Then people get bored, they start leaving the stream, or other people want them, and then it turns into chaos. I've done it before, and it just turns into a very stressful, chaotic stream. And unfortunately, it causes more problems than anything. So I don't do hangar reviews on the live streams. Alright, Alpha, there's no way for me to send you a pilot, my man. Again, anytime any items are given out, it's because Pixonic arranged for them to be given out. Is Behemoth Redeemer worth running? Well, sort of. Behemoth is a fun robot. I did play it recently. I tried it out and I enjoyed it. I was playing it more from a long range though. I'm not really sure how I would feel about that. Honestly, I don't know how I would feel about that for close range. I haven't tried him at close range since the module rework. But I did enjoy playing him with 4 Prismas. It was doing awesome. It was kicking some butts. It was great. So I'm going to need to test that robot at close range again. I mean, I don't know if it's going to feel squishy. That's the thing. Does the Behemoth feel squishy when you try and brawl with it? Because you're running Redeemers on there, you're going to have to brawl with it. I mean, 4 Redeemers in general is very strong. That hits really hard. That will beat the crap out of a lot of people, but... you know, there's also some issues there as well, so. When you're running close range, you need to make sure your robot's either really fast and it can get out of the way or whatever, or it needs to be really durable, so. I don't know. Meowie says, how good is the Pathfinder? Currently, the Pathfinder feels a little bit on the squishy side until you really get it charged up. Once you get it charged up, it feels somewhat durable, but it's a really good support robot. Like, if you like playing support, it's excellent. Mohammed, hello. But I actually really do like the Pathfinder a lot. I think it's a nice robot. But it's not something I would brawl with. It would be basically something I would put some 500 or 600 meter weapons on, stay behind my teammates, you know, shoot people from a distance and mark the teammates to help mark the enemies to help my teammates kill it. So if you like support, right? If you like support, you might actually like that. It might work pretty good if you like support. But, you know, it just depends on whether or not you like support. If you do, you'll probably love that robot. If you don't, you'll probably be like, ew, gross, I don't like it. Which one is a good drone for Condor? Alright, so there's a lot of good choices for the Condor. I mean, it really depends on what you're trying to do with it. Now, the Wave drone, of course, the one that was designed for them, in my opinion, that one's the best. If you don't have the Wave drone, I think the Shy is a really good drone. I think the Shy is awesome because it'll give him a last stand and a lot more durability, and it'll make him feel really nice. If you don't have a Shy drone, I would consider maybe, if you have it, running the Lockdown drone, the Paralysis. That one's pretty decent. Pascal can be a really good drone. I mean, Paralysis is great if you want Lockdown and a little bit more damage. If you don't want Lockdown, definitely Pascal, Paralysis. Hiroko can be pretty decent. Deltaki can be decent. But Shy would be my second pick. So the Wave Drone would be number 1. Shy would be number 2. I don't really know what drones you have, but those are some of the ones I would work on. Daniel Pro WR, hello, hello. How you doing today? Hey, we got Dean the Machine. How's your day? Dezumi, what's up? Good to see you guys. All right. I'm behind on the chat. I know it's going kind of fast today. But no, I wish Hangar reviews weren't so... I don't even know how to explain it. It's a big pain. Edward, what's up, man? MMRS, hello, hello. Is Discipline and Smite good for Scorpion? Well, yeah, but personally, on Scorpion, I want something that deals damage as fast as possible. There's nothing wrong with it, but it definitely wouldn't be my first choice. So basically, when I'm running a Scorpion, I want something that'll just by pop, unload all the ammo as quickly as possible so I can teleport out of there. So, you know, like the old Sonic weapons, like the Scatters and the, what's the other ones called? Scatter, Devastator, and I can't think of the medium, but those old school Sonic weapons are really good. You might want to think about those. Any type of shotguns are really good on there. I mean, even some of the old school crappier shotguns still do a nice amount of damage at point blank. So if you teleport to somebody, hit them with some shotguns and leave, that's really good. But ice rockets are feeling pretty good. They do unload a little slower than I would like, but those work as well. But I mean, the weapons you mentioned, yes, they will work on the Scorpion, no problem. But I do prefer something that unloads the ammo faster. But there's nothing wrong with running those weapons on the Scorpion, honestly. Hackerman says, Cryo Rhyme, Maze, Cudgel, Havoc, Scatter is good on the Scorpion. Yes, definitely. The only thing about like the Havocs though, right, the Havoc Scatter, as much as I love them, the only issue is they have a crazy long reload time, so you want to make sure you just get in and get out and give yourself time to reload. How to join giveaway. We don't have a giveaway going today, so you can't join any giveaways right now. Today is Tuesday. I did post a small giveaway video on Sunday, so you can go find that video and follow the instructions if you want to enter on that one. Oh yeah, the Tesla weapons are pretty good, Edward. They also do damage a little slower than I would like, but those are not bad whatsoever. Those are actually quite good. I like those, to tell you the truth. Okay. I'm not really sure why this is set up the way it's set up, though. I'm still looking at my computer settings because something really got messed up. Legend Killer says, please answer, always stuck on payment process. Payment process of... I'm not sure what you're referring to. I don't see a question there. I see a statement, but no question. I don't know if I missed it or what, but I scrolled back up. I'm not really sure what you're asking. If you're stuck on some sort of payment thing, you're probably going to have to contact some sort of customer support, because it sounds to me like you're trying to buy something. So it sounds to me like you're probably having some kind of a glitch. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it definitely sounds like there's a glitch going on with something there. So wherever you're trying to purchase something, if it's not letting you, I would highly suggest contacting the support from that website. But yeah, it sounds like some sort of crazy glitch. Grady White, what's up, my man? How you doing today? Johnny Saint says, I might change the electric ones out for Sonics and see. Yeah, I mean, if you got them, try them. See what you like, you know? Best gun for the Mauler. So personally, I actually think that either the Runer type of weapons or the flamethrowers are the best bet. One nice thing about the flamethrowers is you don't have to be as close. So if another Mauler comes at you and it's got the shotguns, if he dashes at you, you can actually use your dash to go backwards, and then when he shoots you, you know, his bullets spread out. So if you're not at point blank, you're not doing as much damage, but your flamethrowers will be hitting him at full force. So I think the flamethrowers are the second best setup, and the Runer type of weapons are the first best setup for the Mauler. If you don't have any of those, the Evora or the Veyrons work really nice as well. Leo, you got 2 ultimate calamities today. Ah. Will it work well on the Lynx? I would say yes. I would say yes. The ultimate calamities. You got to remember about calamities though. The closer you are, the more damage they deal. The further you are, the less damage. So any robot that you're playing at really close range with the ultimate calamities will kick somebody's butt. They're nice weapons, right? Now, when they first came out, they were unbelievably strong, and I think they were actually so strong they were bugged. So now they feel a little bit more balanced. But the thing is, if you're upgrading those ultimate weapons, you got to remember it takes probably about 1 billion silver, plus I think 3 or 4. I can't remember how many upgrade tokens, but ultimate weapons cost a fortune to upgrade. So that's something you got to be willing to spend the upgrade tokens. Epic, what's up, my man? How you doing today? But yeah, the upgrade tokens and the resources are redonkulous when upgrading those type of thingy-dingies. Hackerman says, if you're free to play, you need the robots that are nerf proof. Yeah, you know, if you're free to play, you want to build older robots. You want to build Fenrir, Revenant. What else? What else can you build right now that's good? What's that thing's name? The thing that dashes around, man. You know that one. The guy. There's a lot of good robots that you can build in the workshop. Let me pull up the game. Let's take a quick look at what's in the workshop. So these will be some of the best robots for free-to-play players if I can figure out how to make it to the workshop. There's got to be an easier way to get the workshop than clicking all this stuff, but alright, so right now I would say some people would disagree with me, but Skyros is a good workshop robot. Demeter is a good workshop robot. Kepfree is a good workshop robot. Harpy is a good workshop robot. Some people will say the Siren, but I don't particularly care for it. Revenant, good workshop robot. Scorpion, good workshop robot. Ravena, good workshop robot. Leech, maybe. Behemoth, maybe. Phantom, maybe. Fenrir, good workshop robot. Loki, good workshop robot. And Invader used to be, but I don't think the Invader is doing that good right now. I'd have to test mine again, but last time I played my Invader, it was feeling pretty lousy. Now, I kind of hate to say this because I don't know if anybody should really build a Wayland, but Wayland's not too bad. I don't think it's right for most people, but the Wayland's pretty tanky. I mean, if you max that thing out, you get all the healing, all the bells and whistles on it. maybe the new Hawkeye drone, maybe some of the new healing weapons as well. It's really hard to kill that thing, but it's really slow and it's really boring to play, but I like it. I actually really enjoy playing that, but those are the majority of the ones that I would say go for it, right? Those are the majority of the robots I would consider building and playing right now. Typhon's almost on the list, but it's just too darn squishy. So anything I didn't mention in here I don't really like, but there's a lot of nice stuff in the workshop that you can build. Yeah, Angler is really nice. I don't think the Angler is in here. Now Nether is a very squishy robot. I personally don't think that Nether is that good, at least in Champion League. Dean says Frederick or Avalon. They're both really nice. I mean, the Frederick feels more like a fun/attack mothership, to where Avalon's like a really high-class defense ship. I like them both. I still think, personally, I feel like Avalon's probably the best mothership in the game. But Frederick is really fun, and it definitely has some advantages. It's a really nice ship. But I personally like the Avalon a little better. Epic says the Harpy with Scorcher's Peregrine pilot and the Hawkeye are crazy powerful. I can imagine. Personally, I don't like the idea of the Peregrine pilot, because if you ever change something out, unfortunately that pilot may not work anymore. I forget what Peregrine's for those rocket weapons, but honestly, you know, if you do want to level that pilot up for the Harpy and you put those weapons and that pilot on there, it's definitely going to pack a punch. I just hate putting resources into a weapon-specific pilot or pilot skill personally, but that's just me. I'm stingy. Hey Costanza, how are you doing today? Nice to see ya. James says, do I have to buy D-Gems with my money? So if you want D-Gems, you have to go over to the Warbots web shop and purchase them with real money, yes. Now, for some people, it depends on what country you live in, but you might get way better prices buying D-Gems versus just purchasing items from the game. So it really depends on where you're from. For some people, I think it's about the same price, and some countries get way better prices purchasing stuff off of the web shop. So, but yes, D-Gems generally do cost real money. What's a good setup for the Ochikochi? Alright, so when it comes to the Ochikochi, Hiroko drone is great. That's probably the one that you should really run on there because it was designed for it. Shy drone is really good. Pascal is really good. Whiteout's really good. But when it comes to weapons, there's a lot of great choices. I mean, any type of shotguns works really good. I love the blast shotguns on there. I think sonic weapons work. The little Tesla weapons work. I mean, there's not really a wrong choice for the Ochikochi, but I think he works best with brawling weapons. So if there's a set of up-close brawling weapons that you like, that's a really good setup for the Ochikochi. If I missed anybody's comments, I'm sorry, but the chat's going very fast today. Epic says they changed the Piercer module from 1.4 to 20% with Peregrine. You have 90% defense mitigation. Wow. That would be crazy, Epic. That would actually be really crazy, to tell you the truth. That sounds pretty amazing. But again, I'm sorry, I probably missed a lot of the comments. Like, the comments just scrolled down on me, so I lost my place. Now I'm down at the very end. L says, Wayland isn't hard to kill because of the module. I don't know. I mean, I played it since the modular work, and it did pretty good. I mean, you may not be able to put a double repair up on there, but it's still pretty good, in my opinion. It's not something I would really... it's not something I really recommend too much, but I sort of do at the same time. But, you know, it's not for everybody. All right, so does the son of a butt, I lost it. Whatever drone that gives you the wave drone. I lost the comment, but yes, the wave drone does work on shell, or at least last time I tried it, it did. But honestly, I didn't find it to be that beneficial. Right? I don't know. People just hit you with a shield breaker or something, and the shell dies anyway. In my opinion, the shell is a terrible robot, and I really don't suggest anybody playing a shell. I hate to say it, but I do not suggest playing shell. I think it's a terrible robot overall. Epic, thank you for gifting memberships, my friend. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Can I show the difference between, I mean, it's 5%. 5% difference. I don't think I have a regular Revenant. Problem is I might not be able to show you this. I don't think I have a regular Revenant leveled up to the same level as the problem. Well, look, I might. We'll check it out, but I mean, it's basically a 5% difference once you put the paint job on. Hey Robert, how you doing today? Nice to see ya. Phil says, I really like my experimental Loki. Whoa, what the hell was that? Today's Tuesday. It just sounded like a giant bird flew into a giant window. Something outside was like, boom. I don't know what it was, but it scared me. But no, it sounded like a big bird flying into a really big window. I don't know how else to explain that sound, but let me see if I have a regular Revenant on this account. I don't think that I do. But I mean, honestly, you could take the regular one and add 5%, right? And that's what you would get if you have a regular one. I don't know what that noise is, but there's a bunch of racket out there. And I don't like it too much. But yeah, I don't know, man. Here we go. So that one's got 344,500. So it's 344,500. That's without the paint job. So I think you said you wanted to see it with the paint job, right? So I don't know if that's actually going to calculate here. Let's find out if it does. It does not. So bottom line, the easiest way to do it is take 344,500 and either add 5 or 10% to that, basically. But until you got all the stuff installed and everything and drop into games, it's not going to show you the total hit points that you're going to get. So MR, Mr. X Sonic, unfortunately, there are no such thing as an Android emulators because Apple will not allow it. So Android's open source. You can buy a license to use Android on pretty much anything you want. So that's why we're able to have Android emulators. But Apple is like, nope, you guys are not using our stuff. You're not allowed to do it. So there is no such thing as an iOS emulator, unfortunately. Meowie says, watching YouTube at 2 a.m. hits different. Yeah, I guess. I'd be asleep at that time. Hackerman says 361 with the paint job. So I mean, it's really not a huge difference. I mean, it's probably not even that noticeable. What I notice is if I play the robot with the paint job versus playing the special edition, that 5% durability is barely even noticeable. It's a little more noticeable on something like a Fenrir or a Revenant just because they have such high hit points. But I mean, the weapons do so much damage now that little bit of extra hit points is pretty much next to nothing. I mean, it's so small, it's not even funny. How to get a Ravena pilot. Alright, so bottom line is, if you're trying to get a pilot, again, I apologize if I've missed anybody's comments. It's not super easy to get them all. Alright, so if you're looking for a pilot, you go to the robot, you go to the pilot store, right? You go to the training center, and then there's going to be 3 things right here. Right? You got 3 things here. If the pilot's not here, you can either usually watch a video to refresh it for 3 more to pop up, or you can pay gold to hit refresh, then 3 more pop up. Then you can refresh it with gold, and you just kind of do that until the pilot you're looking for shows up. It's not a fun process, but that's pretty much the only way to do it other than pulling it out of the crates. You might be able to pull one out of the key crates. Some of these crates do have pilots. I don't know if that particular pilot's in some of the crates, but some of these crates are loaded full of pilots. So you might want to look in here. If it is in here, then you would just go ahead and open the chest with the pilots to try and get it. Or the other way would be to go up to the daily deals here and wait until they're selling it in here, because sometimes you'll see a pilot or you'll see a robot being sold with a pilot in here. So unfortunately, it's really hard to get pilots these days. It is not easy to get pilots, and I really wish they would just have a deal where you could go into the store and just buy the pilot you're looking for, because man, the pilot acquiring system in this game sucks. The pilot acquiring system is terrible. It wasn't so bad in the past, but now that we probably have like 300 different pilots in the game, it's awful trying to get a pilot that you want. So yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's kind of how you get pilots these days. And then if you can go to the training center and you can actually look to see if your pilot is available. Let me show you that too, just in case, because there are a few. Not every single pilot in the game is available in the training center. So I'll show you how to check. All right, so we'll go to here, change pilot, yada yada yada. Go back to the store, training center. If you click on where it says legendary pilots, that will pull up all of them. And then you'll find, once you get in here, you'll find the pilot you're looking for, and it'll tell you whether or not it's available. Like these ones say, cannot be hired in training center, right? So any pilot that says that means you can only get it one of the other ways. But the pilots that don't say that, there's a lot you cannot get in the training center, it looks like. Wow. I can't believe a lot of these still are not in the training center. I haven't looked in here in a long time, but they used to, every so often, every so many months, if a new pilot came out, it would go in. There's so many that are not available. Holy crap. I can't believe that there's this many that you can't get. But it's either going to say available in training center or cannot be hired in the training center. But it looks like there's quite a few that cannot be hired yet. So yeah, you kind of want to go check before you start spending your gold to refresh that thing. You want to make sure the pilot you're looking for is actually in here. I can't even remember the name of that pilot offhand to check, but that's kind of how it works, unfortunately. Kron, what's up, my man? What is the Mark III Retro Revenant health? Oh. Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm having a bad day here trying to keep up with all your guys' questions. I'm still all flustered from the streaming software and audio malfunction from earlier. You guys are drowning me in questions. I mean, that's why I'm here, is to answer your questions, but I'm still gonna complain about it. It's just one of those days. I'm seriously having my brain is not registering things properly today, so I'm sorry. I suck today. I suck at my job today, but sometimes you'll have that. Okay, you already calculated it? Cool. I don't know. Not every day ends up being a good day, right? Some days it's just hard to focus on things, unfortunately. Today is one of those days where it's hard to focus on everything. Hey, V-Dog, what's up, man? Wait, you won, V-Dog? Are you saying you did win it in a chest? I mean, if you won it in a chest, that means you should already have it, right? If you won it, then you already have it. I'm a little confused there. So you're wanting, you have it, but you're trying to figure out how to find it. Is that what you're doing? I don't quite understand the question. Because to me, it sounds like you got one out of a chest. Yes, but you cannot use it. All right, check this out. What you need to do to install a pilot. All right, so put it this way. Let me find a robot that doesn't have a pilot on it. So let me just throw this in my hangar. So I don't have a pilot for this, right? So when you click on that, any pilot that you currently have should be up in here. But if you click on this little thing here and then you hit the pilot for the selected robot and hit apply, it's only going to pull up pilots that work with your robot. So that's how you should be able to find it. Now, if you cannot find it, there might have been a glitch where for some weird reason you didn't actually get it or something. And that's where you would need to contact game support and be like, hey, I didn't receive my pilot, But if it's not in there, then I don't know what to tell you. But generally, you just click on the little pilot, right? It pulls up all the pilots at that point. But click on that and go over there. Or if you're looking for a pilot that's just for weapons, you put the one for equipment, and that'll pull up the pilot that works with your current weapons. So hopefully that helps. If that doesn't work and you can't find it, I would definitely contact game support. I mean, if you have it, I don't understand how you can't use it. What's happening when you try and use it? Unfortunately, I think this is one of those things where I'd actually need to be able to see what you're on your screen to understand what's going on there. But I mean, generally, you just do that. You find the pilot you want, and you hit the assign button, and bam. It assigns the pilot to your robot. I mean, generally, that's all there is to it. So if that's not working, you definitely need to take some screenshots of what's going on and send those to customer support. I would probably go to their website. I probably wouldn't even do it in game because the in-game support seems to be the worst. I would go over to the website and send them an email. But I honestly don't know what to tell you about that one, but I think your best, it sounds like you're probably either you're doing something wrong or your account's having a glitch. I don't know which one it is, but it's got to be one or the other. But if you're having a glitch, you may need to contact game support Unfortunately, game support kind of sucks, but Zishan says duct without the pilot is nothing. I don't know. I don't think I've ever played it without the pilot, honestly. Hackerman says Condor doesn't need a legendary pilot. I would agree with that. What about Condor, Ducks, Meow? I mean, they're both really good. They're both very good. Twister, how you doing today? If something can't be used, see, the training center is where you basically buy the pilots or receive the pilots. If it says can't be used in training center, it means you just can't get it out of the training center. But if you have it, you should be able to install it on your robot. Those are two different things. The training center is just where you get the pilots if you don't already have them. That's just letting you know that you cannot get the pilot in the training center. But if you have it, you should be able to install it on any robot you want. I wish I could see your screen because I have no idea what's happening. I think you're misunderstanding something, and unfortunately I can't walk you through it without being able to see what's happening. So I don't really know, unfortunately. I really wish I could, but if you're on my Discord server, maybe take some screenshots or even record a little video, post it to YouTube. You know, somebody can probably show you what's going on if you have like a video or something to show the problem, but or even, you know, post it on Reddit or I don't know. There's got to be somebody who can help you, but someone's going to need to see what you've got going on, I think, is the problem. Christos, hello, nice to see ya. But generally, I mean, if you have a pilot, it's not going to tell you that it can't be used in the training center. You gotta be looking at the wrong spot, because any pilot you own doesn't tell you, the place where you install your pilots doesn't tell you where you can. It won't say. You gotta be, if you're trying to install it on your robot, I think you're in the wrong spot. I don't know, either I'm misunderstanding something or you're misunderstanding something. I'm not sure which one it is, but all right, what to put on the Shenlao? Shenlao's a dirty little turd that most people hate because it gives them a really hard time. It's a pain. That robot is a giant pain in the butt. If you enjoy playing it, I think it's still worth leveling up. It will annoy the crap out of the enemies, and if you play it well, it's actually really good. It's not as good as it was, but it's still a really good little robot. But yeah, if you play it well, the enemies are going to hate you when you play a Shenlao. Now, as far as weapons, I mean, you're basically trying to do close range damage, so I think the blast shotguns would be great, like ultimate shotguns would be good. If you got any type of sonic weapons on there, that'll be great. Pretty much any weapons that do good damage at close range are going to be really good on the Shenlao. I mean, basically it's like Scorpion version 2, right? If you can build some of those blast shotguns from the workshop, that would be an excellent thing to put on there if you don't already have good weapons for the Shenlao. Oh yeah, Atomizer and Nucleon are pretty much good on everything. Those are some really good mid-range and close-range weapons, actually. But V-Dog, man, I really wish I could see your screen so I could help you out better, but I really don't know what to tell you about this one. Daniel Sykes, what's up, my man? Good to see ya. Wait, Zishan said my Shinlao never came back. Where'd he go, man? Did you lose him? So generally, so here's the deal, right? You teleport with your Shinlao, you teleport again, and when the ability runs out, it's supposed to teleport back home again at that point. So if that's not working for you, then I don't really know what to tell you. But it should always return home if it doesn't die first. Maybe you're saying it dies before it gets to come home. I'm not sure. Toby says the Shinlao is a hacker version of Scorpion. Alright, Johnny, do you like sniping or do you like close range gameplay? If you want to snipe, by all means, build the Baglasari Titan thingy. If you want to play close range and brawl, get an Indra. The Baglasari, I always say it wrong. The Baggy Titan, we'll just call it the Baggy because I can't pronounce that darn thing. The Baggy is a real big, giant, frustrating pain in the butt to play, but if you can get the hang of it, it is really, really good. It's probably much better than the Indra if you can play it well. But I think it's very hard to play, but if you're able to play it, it's definitely better than the Indra. If you like that type of gameplay. But if you don't like that longer range sniping type of gameplay, you would definitely want to go with the Indra instead. Indra is an awesome Titan. I love the Indra. I think it's great. That's another one that you got to learn to play well because you have to time the abilities well. Rehan, hey. Do I play shooting games? No, I don't really play first-person shooters very well. You gotta have really crazy fast internet and reflexes to do well on those games. So back when I would play Call of Duty, I still can't figure it out, but somebody would kill me, and when they would the replay would the person was standing right in front of me that killed me, but on my screen when I died, they weren't even there. So I don't know if my internet's not fast enough or my ping or my device wasn't fast enough, but there was always, I've never been like super good at first person shooters. I'm not sure if it's me or the internet connection at the house, but hey Sensei, how you doing today? But yeah, first person shooters really aren't my thing. I mean, I do play CSGO every once in a while, but not too often. A couple times a year I might fire that game up and play it for like an hour or something, but Epic, have a great day, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Definitely appreciate it, man. Hope you have a good day at work. Christo says, I want a lot to be like you, Danny. So you're saying you want to be like me or you don't? You either want to be like me or you don't want to be like me. I'm not really sure, but my advice is be yourself, right? Just be yourself, do your thing, you be you, and that's all that matters, man. You do what you like to do and have fun in life. Try and have a good time in life and be yourself. That's what I say. So he's listed in your pilots. Man, I don't know. I don't freaking know. You got something weird going on. It sounds like you're having a strange glitch. Man. I think you're having a weird account problem or something. I would definitely contact support. Yeah, Avora Veron Indra is quite good. I mean, Veron and Avora, that's a weapon I can throw on any Titan and enjoy it. Those will work on anything. What's up, Rust Bucket? How you doing today? Alright, so Hacker Man is explaining how the Hiroko drone works. It's a little bit of a weird drone, but it's a really cool drone, actually. So he says, first skill, imitating frag shotgun. Alright, it has a built-in shotgun with 1 second shot intervals. Damage is dependent on level 2 skill. On spawn, extra durability, 10%. As a dyslexic guy, I probably shouldn't read this out loud because I'll mess it all up. I'll let you read it yourself because I'm bad at reading things. Rust Bucket, I'm feeling alright, man. How about yourself? I appreciate you coming out, buddy. Thank you. Hopefully you're having a good day at work. All right. That's weird. I've been hearing some little clicks and pops on the live stream today. I was just looking at the streaming software to see if I could figure out what that was, because I don't like little clicks and pops. Alright, there's somebody with a name I cannot read. Hello, hello. Good to see you, and thank you. They say, have a nice stream. Thanks, I appreciate that. Hope you're doing good today. Alright, so I think a Mahavajra Mauler would be much better than a Eiffel in general. Now, here's the only thing about this. I don't know how long it's going to be till they take the Eiffel and they downgrade him. I mean, not the Eiffel, the Mauler. We don't know when Mauler is going to get rebalanced. It could be a month from now. It could be 6 months from now. It could be a year from now. But at some point, they're going to have to rebalance that overpowered monster. That Mauler is basically a unkillable Titan. You have to have like 3 other Titans shoot it to kill it, right? It's a very unfair robot. It's definitely the best Titan in the game right now. But the thing is, we know it's going to end up getting nerfed at some point. I don't know when, but we know they are going to downgrade it and nerf it. It just could be, it could be any time is the thing. I hate to see somebody upgrade something and that happen, but that's just something you need to realize in this game. Anytime something new comes out, it's normally really overpowered for a while, and then they downgrade it. So just be aware of that. I mean, honestly, I'd be happier to upgrade a Heimdall or an Indra or a Luchador or something, because those are less likely to get changed. Now, Luchador is kind of on their radar, so we don't know if they're going to downgrade the Luchador again, but it's a possibility. Pulsar, Wasp, or Atomizer. Definitely the Atomizer, Dinish. How you doing, my man? Good to see ya. Been a little while, I think. JR, hello, hello. Eyes wide open. What's up? All right, so Meowth, I like the lanterns, right? Lanterns are cool, but I would rather have... Oh, wait, you're saying Lantern Avora Heimdall or the Veyron Avora Indra? Well, I don't know which one you're going to like playing best, but I think that's going to come down to personal preference right there, because those are both really good. Those are both really good. I'd be very happy playing either one, so I think that really boils down to which one you enjoy better at this point. I can't really say that one's better than the other. They're both different. They have different playing styles, but I would say they're equally good for the most part. The Indra might be a little bit better than the Heimdall, but not by much in my book. I would say they're very similar in goodness right now. The December sun. That sounds kind of nice if you got sun there. We got a lot of snow and rain and gloom in December. But yeah, Armel, it's really hard to answer that question because I think they're both equally good in their own way. And that's really a personal preference deal. But I think the Heimdall is way more fun to play, so I would take the Heimdall just for the fun factor. What ultimate weapons are for upgrade token spins? I don't think any, but let's go look and see. Normally, I don't think they have ultimate weapons in there. Yeah, if you're talking about this thing, I mean, there's no ultimate weapons in here. The only way to get ultimate weapons is from those ultimate data pads. Right? You have to have ultimate data pads. Generally, you get those off of the leaderboards or you buy them with real money, I think. But for example, you know, if you do the leaderboard here, there's an ultimate data pad. And right now, this current season or this current update, you can either get the, what do you call it? The Ultimate Aljun, the Ultimate Shredder, Ultimate Avenger, or Ultimate Calamity. So maybe you were asking what's in there, but those are the 4 things right now that can pop out of the Ultimate data pads. So there's not a huge, what do you call it? Not a huge, oh my gosh, variety of things in there right now. V-Dog, awesome, buddy. I hope somebody gives you a good answer, but yeah, I bet somebody will be able to give you a good idea of what's going on there. JR says, my Mauler is level 40. Maybe it will get nerfed when I get to level 100. That's the thing. You never know. You just never know. Now, that thing is so tough, though. When they do nerf it, more than likely it's still going to be a good Titan, but there's no guarantee. Eyes Wide Open says, Bedware, bro. That's another really good Titan. That one's fun to play, and it's good. Alright, Daniel Sykes is worried that the Baggy Titan's going to get nerfed. I mean, that's another one that's doing so much damage. It's so nasty. I'm not expecting it to, you know, be the king of Titans forever, but I mean, it's really up there as the best Titan if you like sniping. Between the Mauler and the Baggy, I mean, those are the best Titans in the game right now if you like the playing style. I mean, so Meowth lanterns are fine. Lanterns will do damage, they'll blind people, which helps your team, and then you got, I mean, that's not a bad setup, honestly. I think the lanterns, 2 lanterns and 2 Evoras are a nice setup. I mean, yeah, you're not going to do quite as much damage with those, but you are going to be able to blind people, which does have its own advantages, so. I think either way, you're going to enjoy it. That's the thing. Gravy Boat says, why is there no communication between Pixonic over the cheater issue? I don't know. I mean, they added that anti-cheat to Steam, and we haven't heard much about it since, so. I don't know if they're... I'm still seeing a lot of people on Steam that say they don't think that anti-cheat's working, so yeah. I don't know what to tell you about that one, unfortunately. You know, we haven't really heard much from them on the issue ever since. Generally, if we bring something up like that in the private chat, they don't normally reply much about us talking about the cheaters, so we don't really know what's going on with that, honestly. But I don't know if they're planning on still adding. We don't know if they're still planning on adding the anti-cheat or if it's not working. But if it worked, they were supposed to add it to iOS and Android. But we don't know if it's even working, or we don't know. We haven't really got any communication about that. So. All right, target lock-on speed. Let me show you something, eyes. So this should not be on every pilot skill because this is a weapon specific skill. So if you take something like this, let me find one of these old school weapons with a lock on. I don't understand why that's still a skill available because that's a weapon specific skill. And there's only a couple of weapons that work, if I can find one. I know I got them around here somewhere. Hold on a second. Where's my Scourge? Scourge, where the hell you at? Oh, crap sandwiches. Are you telling me I don't have one on this account? I don't have a Scourge? What? Hold on a second. Alright, well, Scourge has something like a 3-second lock on. Either I'm missing it or I'm an idiot. Or I don't have it. I can't find it. I must not have a Scourge on this account. Holy crap. But let's just say the Scourge has a 3-second lock on. Now it only takes 1.5 seconds for that specific weapon to lock on. I don't have any Scourges on that account. But yeah, I mean, the weapons that have a lock-on speed, that's what that pilot skill is for. So if you're running like these blast shotguns, that pilot skill won't do anything because these weapons don't have a lock-on. So you have to be running weapons with a lock-on for that to do anything. Yeah, one of the reasons I don't play Maha and Mahavajra is if you're lagging, you tend to miss a lot of the shots. And I also think that on regular robots, there's a hitbox problem where a lot of the shots will go through the robot instead of hit them. I think the Maha and Mahavajras are good for fighting other Titans, but I don't particularly like running them because I seem to have some problems with them. But yeah, target lock-on speed is a pilot skill that you should never choose, ever, unless you're running something like a Scourge Spark or a Zeus. There might be a couple of other older weapons that have a lock-on, but not very many. Is Hiroko good on a Raptor? Yes, it definitely can be. So if you put a Hiroko on a Raptor, and you spam the unstable conduit a few times, you just got a whole bunch of extra hit points, and that gives you a lot of durability, plus you have the built-in weapons, so I would say yes, it's very good. I think the Hiroko drone is great on anything where you want extra durability and a built-in shotgun. Meowie says, I can finally sleep in peace. Alright, so Jay got a... So you're saying you got, being free to play, you got a Mauler. That's sweet. And you're about to get another Titan data pad. Cool. Cool, cool. That's awesome, actually. GS uses Igniter on Fenrir. Yeah, I don't really like the flamethrowers very much, but they're not bad weapons. I think they're a little bit hard to use, but they're pretty decent weapons overall. But on Fenrir, Calamity or UE Avenger. I like the Avengers. I like the Ultimate Avenger. I mean, Ultimate Calamity's great, but the thing is, Ultimate Avenger is really good for taking out Titans or things with a lot of defense points. Both are fine, but on the Fenrir, I do prefer the Avenger, but I do like the Calamity as well. I think that's going to be another one of those personal preference things. I can't really say that one's better than the other, but I personally prefer the Avenger just for being able to shoot Titans harder. If you're not worried about shooting Titans, I would probably go with the Calamity because they're probably a little bit easier to play. But Calamity, again, you have to be as close as possible to do the most damage. So at 600 meters, they're going to do very little. At 50 meters or more, they'll be doing the most damage. But I like the ultimate machine guns. Alright, so Meme, you have to go into... Oh, I'm sorry. I got the game screen up. So basically, you got to get an ultimate data pad, Meme. Most ultimate things come from the data pads or come from the special tasks. So I'll show you right now. So first off, if you go into one of these leaderboards that has an ultimate data pad, if you can get to this last task, if you can earn the points, you can get one of these, and when you open it, you'll get one of these 4 things, and usually you're either going to get a robot or one of these weapons. So it's hit and miss. It's kind of like a slot machine. When you do open that, you don't know what's going to come out. And the other thing is, if it's here, for example, like there's bonus tasks here, right? So you can get ultimate weapons. So if you get like enough of those ultimate weapons out of these tasks, you'll also get the ultimate robot that goes along with it. It's a really big, it's really expensive to get a lot of ultimate stuff, right? On my personal account, I've only got a couple of ultimate things here and there because it can get pretty expensive trying to get all the ultimate stuff, but those are basically the 2 ways you can get the ultimate things. But yeah, I think you're probably more likely to get one of the weapons. I mean, there's a 1 in 4 chance to get the robot, so you're more likely to get a weapon than the robot when you open the data pads. Let's see if my account has any ultimate data pads. No, I don't have any. I will be doing a big box opening video just so you guys... Now, the account I'm logged onto right now is the account owned by the game. This one's not my personal account. So they send this account that they own all these data pads so we can open these things and let you guys see what the drop rates look like. So that's something I'll be probably making a video on. I'm thinking about doing it this week. I'm probably going to do a data pad opening and a video on the Ultimate Shredder Blitz. So those are the two videos I'm going to be working on this week, I do believe. Gravy said I opened a gold data pad and I got a simple crap weapon. I don't know what a crap weapon is, but I don't think I would want to be shot by it. Now, Curry is a pretty good robot, I think. I like the Curry. Why is there a simple Curry in the leaderboards? I'm not really sure why they decided to put what in there, but I like the Curry. Hey, Raphael. Ultimate Calamity is a nice weapon. Ultimate Calamity is pretty good. Let's find, you know what? Let's go try out the Ultimate Calamities on something. We'll go play one game. The question and answer stream is just about over, so let's find something that's got a couple of heavy slots and try these out. I'm going to find a robot that's got at least 2 heavy slots. Let's try the Ultimate Calamities. So the first time I played them, they were just brutal and horrible and crazy. Second time I played them, they felt nice. But no crap sandwich launchers. Alright, so what's a good robot with 2 heavy slots? Yeah, let's put them on the Curry. That'll work. So this is the account owned by Pixonics, so it does have everything available, or almost everything. That's the cool thing about being part of the Mentors program, is we can try stuff out and show you guys whatever. But yeah, let's go see how these do. Twister says, I wish I was. Danny. I don't know. I'm also trying out the new drone on, I don't know, the new drone's kind of cool, but let's take that off. We don't want that shooting people when we're trying to test out a set of weapons. We'll put on like, I don't know, a Pascal or something just for now. All right. I can't tell you anything about Mauler. All I can tell you is Mauler is crazy. Madeline, Mauler is completely crazy, and I don't understand why that robot does what it does or the way that it works. That is a weird deal, honestly. But yeah, I think the Ultimate Calamities are generally really good, but let's try these out. I'll give you my, I haven't played them for a few months, so I will give you my opinion on these. Let's go play a free-for-all. I can basically use the account whenever, but I don't know if the rules have changed, but I was basically told I'm only really allowed to use this account when I'm either live streaming or recording videos. It's not really supposed to be used just to play on, but so I don't know if it's still like that or if things have changed. I haven't asked, because that was probably like 3 or 4 years ago back then, and they've definitely changed some stuff since then. There's a Dux. Come on out, sir. Alright, let's see what this does to this Dux. So this is not good at taking out shields, I will tell you that. Ooh. So the Ultimate Calamity sucks at taking down shields, but at this range, why is that Dux not taking damage? Hold on a second. Alright, that didn't work out. That didn't work out. We'll try this crazy pulsar setup on this thing, and then we'll try and bring that back in once we grab a couple of quick kills. Goodbye. Hey, don't you shoot that at me. But yeah, there's a lot of rules and regulations and stuff to using that Batarek account. Alright, hold on a second. Let me try this out. I haven't played this yet. I set this up, but I haven't got to play it, so I don't know if it's going to be any good or not. Oh, wow. Whoa! That is squishy. That is squishy. That is not what I was expecting. I've got level 1 weapons on this. I forgot I put that in my hanger. All right, let's try this these calamities again. Yeah, that damage is pretty decent right there. Let's shoot him again once he comes out of the ability. We got to break his little physical shield first. Yeah, those do really nice damage, actually. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm going to phase shift it. Only problem is I think these are going to have a hard time going through shields, or that guy might have just had a crazy strong shield or something. Oh my god, did you see that damage? Wow. Yeah, these are still strong as crap. Dux is a interesting robot, but... Oh god, alright, we're not going to be able to do much to that Mauler. I can't believe that little Blitz died so quickly. I hope it doesn't suck. I hope that little thing doesn't suck. That was not a good first impression of that. Here I come to kick your butt. You can't even take this guy's shield down. Something feels funny with this particular player. Hey, stop that, jerk. But no, those calamities seem to do pretty good damage. I think we might have somebody having some funny business, though, because that guy has like an unkillable shield. I mean, normally those energy shields go down pretty quick, so I don't know. I'm gonna try. Stop it, dude. I'm gonna go. Hey, quit it. I want to go try and kill this thing. Hold on. Oh, I thought that was the ducks. That is not the ducks. Never mind. I was trying to get the ducks, guys. Normally, I don't have a hard time getting rid of the duck shield, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't paid much attention in a while, but normally it's not that hard to take down its shield. Hello, Mr. Raptor. You going down. You shouldn't have come over here like that, sir. Goodbye. Gravy, what is Space Savers? Should have gone to Space Savers? What's that? Alright, let's get in here and see what we can do. Aw, man. I was trying to steal your kill. Luchador still seems like a very good Titan overall, but... Why are you coming at me, sir? You got a crappy Titan, and I got very strong robot weapons. Robot weapons. Titan weapons. Alright, hold on. Bam. There's no way I'm going to take down this Mauler. Hey, somebody come help me get this guy. I'm just a squishy luchador. Ah, poop. Let's bring this Curia back out. Ah! Ah! I don't want to go that way. Yeah, luchador is really good. Not against the Mauler, though. Ah! Help! I'm just trying to test a set of weapons and you're chasing me around with your Titan. Ah, it's that stupid ducks. Bull poop. Alright, that's it. Anyways, I mean, those weapons felt pretty good except for when you're fighting the overpowered stuff. But what can you do? Alright, so our stream time is about up for the day. Does anybody have any last minute questions that are really important? If so, get them in there because our stream time is just about up. So if you got last minute questions, get them on in there real quick. Alright. Hamza, thank you. It did not feel like a very good game to me, but, you know. Gravy Boat says, how much money do you make? Well, if you're trying to figure out how much I make from YouTube, well, I currently have, what, 5 YouTube channels. I put in 100 and some hours a week and probably make about $2 or $3 an hour off of it. So, yeah. It's a lot of work for a few bucks an hour, basically. Did Rook get nerfed badly? See, last time I played the Rook, it was not functioning properly. There was something wrong with the shields. They weren't rehealing, so I don't know. Last time I played the Rook, it wasn't having problems and it felt decent, but it's still not going to be one of my top picks. I don't know if it's still malfunctioning or not. It's the other problem. But yeah, I don't think the Rook's really working the way it's supposed to tell you the truth. X-Island says, well, a Titan is just a big robot, so it still applies. Yeah, kinda. Well, I'm about to have a hiccup here. Can you take sponsors to make more money? I mean, you could only take sponsors if sponsors want to sponsor you. Now, like on my little audio and review channel, I get a lot of companies sending me products to review for free, but, you know, nobody really wants to pay you to do anything. Now, if I had a channel that had, like, if I posted a video and I got 500,000 views per video, then yeah, I would probably get companies wanting to sponsor me, but yeah, if people buy stuff off of the Warrobots web shop, we get a small percentage for advertising it. Like I think if anybody used my code, I get like 5% of the sale. So if you spend $1 million, I would get like a lot of money. That's something new, but I haven't really counted that into the amount of I make off of YouTube, but that's definitely been a nice help. But is the Ravager worth going for? Yeah, kinda. It's a really cool robot. It's really fun. It's very strong if you play it correctly. It dies very easy. It's squishy. You got to use the stealth to your advantage and play it more like a sniper. It's kind of like a peekaboo robot, right? It's actually really good if you play it right. I can't guarantee it's going to be a play style that everybody likes, but I think the robot is really overpowered if you put the right weapons on it and you play it properly. Avanish Gaming, thanks, buddy. Have a great day. We will catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot like a Crisis. It's kind of like a Crisis and some other robot had a baby or something. It's like a Jaeger and a Crisis had a baby. I don't know. It's pretty good, though, if you play it well. Gravy says, YouTube sucks with its algorithm. Yeah, I don't know about YouTube's algorithm. It's a little bit weird. All I can say is it does recommend some channels more than others. For example, it gives you a little thing that tells you how your channel's doing. And it says, hey, your channel got, every time we show your thumbnail to a person, 10% of the people that we show it to click on it. And then it says, and every time we show a popular channel's thumbnail to a person, they also get 10% clicks. It said this is how much view retention you have, and this is the view retention of a big channel. Mine matched 100%, or it was so close. It was almost dead on with the popular channels numbers. The only reason I'm getting less views is because they're not showing my channel to as many people. That's if I'm getting all the same stats, that means they're not showing my channel to as many people, or I would be getting just as many views as those big channels were. So yeah, YouTube's algorithm, does it suck? I don't know, but I think it does pick and choose which channels it shows, and I don't think anybody really understands why. But no, I don't even think YouTube understands how their own algorithm works, to tell you the truth. Like, the guy who originally built it, I don't think he's there anymore, and I don't know. I don't think they really know, but anyways, yeah, it's all crazy, but I think that's going to be it for the stream today. Thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate you guys big time. You guys and gals are awesome. Thank you so much. Lightning out. Have a wonderful day, and we will catch you next time. See ya. But new channels have a really hard time getting anywhere on YouTube. It takes YouTube a while to figure out what a new channel is about, so it will normally take a new channel several months to start kind of getting anywhere, but most channels takes them several years to really get going. Unless you're one of those really lucky channels, and nobody knows why those certain channels get lucky, but all right, guys and gals, thank you and have a wonderful day.